we're just ahead of this curve of games really becoming something transformative. The ambition for the course was to see games as moving into a much more serious art form and not just a piece of entertainment. So hopefully, by the end of the film, you'll see a bunch of games that try and say something, not only fun to play. All the games are designed to challenge players and to get players to think or to understand how players utilise games in the world that we live.
Ho Ho Heal Me is a cooperative four-player game.
You have a group of friends who sit on a couch and it's like a party game, so you play together.
It's great to see reactions of people shouting at each other.
The players have to look after each other. So instead of shooting, you have to heal.
There's 4 different characters. They are all healers and players have to pick up a colour in the environment and go and heal one of their teammates, which is the same colour.
It's a game meant to induce stress. It's a great team experience and a bonding exercise.
We're designing it for the Nintendo Switch. We really had to work as a team together.
I have learnt how to code. I'm using Unity.
It's all been a Moroccan kind of aesthetic, and it's been really enjoyable to look at all the different patterns and shapes. I'd love to take Ho Ho Heal Me forward, so we're planning on taking it to publishers.
I think mystery in games is something which it's just gone away. When games were so simple that you couldn't really tell what was happening, you had to kind of figure it out for yourself. I think that mystery is kind of gone because people know beforehand what they're getting. They want to know how many hours they're going to play. With puzzle games, you can bring that mystery back, I think. With Denizen, I've tried to do that a bit. Denizen is a 2D puzzle platformer created in a world of found objects. I wanted it to look like it's been assembled from things you might have thrown away. I start by just doodling shapes, and then I assemble them in Unity and then create characters from those shapes. And the player must navigate the environment with the help of their companion character. I think I wanted to make a game which was more about using your brain and not so much just pure skill.
Everything in nature is linked to everything else. We as humans have pretty much complete control over how the balance is kept. Biostasis is an interactive learning app to be used in the classroom to help teach about ecosystems. The idea came for me when I was researching trophic cascades. When you alter something in an ecosystem, like the level of predators, everything else has a domino effect, like a knock-on.
The premise of the app is that the user will be able to change 3 different variables within the ecosystem: wolf levels, elk levels, and tree levels, and see how each of them affect each other.
We've based it in Yellowstone National Park because there's a pre-existing set of data.
It was designed for tablet, and it would be used by the teacher when they're teaching biology or geography.
When the kids use it in the classroom, future generations will have a much better understanding of how fragile ecosystems are.
I like games that help people or assist people who might be struggling, a bit vulnerable, and I get a sense of satisfaction out of helping people. Mollis, translated into Latin, means resilient. And the idea of the game is a tabletop board game designed to be used by doctors or medical experts for children who may be suffering mental health problems. The normal consultation between a doctor and child can be a little bit uncomfortable for the child, and it's about bringing a game into the treatment, and the idea is to make the child be more resilient in the sense that they're more confident to speak about things, answering questions about personal life, relationships and emotions, how they deal with emotions. So there's 4 decks of cards and there's icons on the board, so as the child works their way around the board, they roll the dice and they land on a specific icon. Categories are relationships, home and school life, emotions and insecurities. So this course allows you to bring some character, and you're not really restricted in any sense in what you can make.
We focus more on the design and kind of architecture and the decisions behind making a game. It's mainly about why. What's the meaning, what's the point? Currently working on a piece called Nirvana. It's like an exploration interactive piece. It involves the use of VR technology, linked in with some Arduino technology and sensors. It's a very physical kind of touch game. I thought initially about using virtual reality because I've been kind of obsessed with this whole play on reality thing. I really wanted to try and create something that allows video pass-through, so you can see what the camera sees, and that allows the user to see their hands, their body, see the environment, so that they're still kind of aware of the real world environment they're in. The main kind of device that's going to do most of the work is the phone itself, and then the Arduinos have their own code programmed into them. I've learned a lot of new, crazy, cool things. Currently, I am working to set up a tech company. We've got products we want to launch.
So our final major project is Twilio, which is essentially a tycoon game. We've built it around the realms of fantasy and sort of like exploration. So the aim of the game is to run a dream shop, and the game revolves around you like growing the ingredients for the shop, sort of like crafting it into this dream, which you then sell to customers.
It's like a fantasy tycoon game where you grow plants and ingredients, and you do a few bit of magic, and then you create potions for people, and you basically spread some joy in life, because I think we all need that right now.
Our main character that you see in the demo that we've made is Eliza. She's very important for when you want to go exploring and hiring other adventurers. In order to expand and to get better at the game, you do have to make money in order to get more functionality. We've also got 4 of our adventurers. So we have Clarence, Nigel, Donna and Doris. Very fantasy names.
We started off obviously coming together and doing a load of research, and then we just went through a massive ideation phase. Jess has been working as the team leader and delegating all the tasks.
Me and Millie have sort of mainly been on the art and design-y side, whereas James has been more of the code and design and like building the project.
We pick what we want to do the most, and then we bring that skill forward, and it's up to us to work on that skill as much as we can. You don't get many courses that, as a third-year project, you have a working demo that you can then take into companies or to indie companies and go, look, I've already done this. Would you be willing to take me on?
There's some 11 fantastic games makers, artists and designers that are coming out of this course. They're entering a space where there's so many opportunities now within games. I'm pretty excited to see where they end up in the next sort of 5 to 10 years.